Okay, this is the new blend. First, I'm going to talk about something. I'm unique in the sense that there is no any other member of any species that has the same package that I inherited. This is a social package, it's an environmental package, it has genetic code, it has some characteristics, some personality characteristics, or the language characteristics, whatever. I'm unique in these senses, but I am not as unique, or I can carry the message, I can be another shade of the same color by blending in uh, seemingly different but similar theories or conceptualizations of the world. For instance, uh, in my lifetime, some kind of blend, such as the scientific blend or religious cosmological blend, I practiced these things, but they seemed really superficial and they had lots of unexplained variability in that sense. But now I have some type of some kind of Buddhist, Sufist, and scientific blend, which is really new, and the very focus is my existential experience and how I create meaning out of it. The basic idea behind these, the first two was create personas or create a sense of selves, then get rid of those sense of selves and reach the nothingness, which equals to everythingness, or everything equals to nothing, which can only be achieved by creating a misconception of the idea of the I, the one, the me, myself, I, the idea of oneness, then getting rid of all that entails that idea of oneness. So in Turkish, benlik yarat ve o benliklerden vazgeç kind of thing. How this kind of an understanding of the world can be blend with the contemporary scientific idea perspective. Like this, for instance, I wasn't looking from this perspective, but it can be like this. Every time you name a concept, every time you identify a phenomena, or every time you create something like, okay, these are quarks, these are leptons, and when you name something in the world, they're not actually quarks. They don't care about what they call them. There are some things which seems have some certain characteristics that are not resembling, that are not the same with like leptons. That's why we are creating those categories and we are identifying the similar type matters. Like, yeah, they're part of matters under the same category, but after creating these entities in the world, these identifications and categorizations, you can switch to the next level, like eliminating those ideas of the sense of oneness, or I don't know a good translation of benlik, but you can get rid of them by knowing that the things that you identify as quarks are not actually in on itself quarks. You're just standardizing, you're just identifying some entities in the world as quarks. They are not quarks. So when you have the capacity to be aware of what you are creating, to of course methodologically and scientifically study for science, is actually not there in the world. I mean, there's of course something in the world happening, of course, in the same time, but your categorizations is random. Your identification is just coincidental. You could be naming those entities not as quarks but peppers. You would have said that. So the name or the identification or the quality of the identification does not matter. Well, what you created by saying, identifying something as quarks, you are just created some sense of being which is quarks, and you identified it, and you of course can eliminate it. I mean, when I say eliminate, I'm saying that in the realm of truths, let's say, there is no such thing exist, I don't believe, but in the realm of the mind, you can exterminate those identifications, which means that once you created something, and in the second level, by being aware of what you created, you can also be aware of that which you created is not actually real in the world. I'm sorry, it's really hard for me to talk about this kind of abstractions. Maybe I should study about these things more, but I was excited because blending Buddhist and scientists' mindsets together is kind of hard, and I don't have such friends around me that does this. That's why I just wanted to take a note on that in my history of life. Yeah, that's personal to me. You may agree, you may not. That doesn't concern me. I just wanted to take this note and wanted to share this in this lifetime. Okay, bye.